Welcome back. This is the pick,
Welcome back to the show, you guys.
and we're going to be doing our recap of Oklahoma and Alabama's playoff game. All right, so we're gonna eat some crow. We are
Definitely.
Oklahoma fans, so it just stings a little bit. But yeah, we both had Oklahoma win this one, and they did not. They got smacked, especially in that first quarter. They fought back, man, which I really respect, and they
Yep.
made it a game. And if they would have had a better first quarter, maybe they would have really been in this game. But even if they would have played better in the first quarter, I still don't think Alabama would have lost this one. All the things, especially what I said and even Ryan said, could go wrong for Oklahoma did. Had a slow start. Tua looked super healthy. I mean, of course, he's not 100, but
No.
close enough. Quentin Williams was just wrecking everything. They could not block him in that first quarter. He kind of got tired in the second half, so they got to take advantage of that. But that first quarter, they could not do anything against him. Kyler Murray didn't look like himself. He looked rattled. Coach Riley again looked rattled. Second playoff game in a row. He had a quarter that he kind of struggled a little bit and got rattled. But he bounced back and he did better. The whole team did better. Defense, man. I thought maybe they can get a turnover, get a couple three some
Three and outs.
Yeah, 3 and outs and some punts, but they only got one punt, and the other one was a kneel down. Pretty much Alabama did whatever they wanted on offense. Tua played amazing. Definitely looked like he should have won the Heisman. I I understand why Kyler wanted. He had an amazing season as well with a terrible defense. He carried a lot worse team. But, yeah, outside of one game, Tua was amazing. I'm really optimistic about Oklahoma's future, though. We just need a better defensive coordinator, need to get better defensive staff in general, get some better defensive players, and I think we can. In a few seasons, I think we could realistically compete with Alabama and Clemson. We're still going to be really good in offense. Coach Riley ain't going nowhere for a few seasons. But anyway, amazing win by Alabama, man. Nick Saban's the GOAT, and Tua is amazing. And if he wins this one, and I think he might go down as the greatest quarterback in college football history if he wins this one and maybe wins the next one next year. So that'd be amazing, 3 years in a row.
Right.
I definitely think unless he gets hurt or plays whacked in the coming up season, I think he's going to be the number one pick. And if my team needed a quarterback, I definitely want them to pick him. Really good kid, really a great football player as well. Shout out Josh Jacobs. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he had an amazing game. Despite what ESPN wanted to say, Oklahoma did offer him, but they offered him really late in the process. So that's why he went to Alabama. They offered him quicker, and I think he definitely wanted to prove why Oklahoma should have offered him a lot quicker than that.
Yep.
Oklahoma couldn't defend the RPOs, like I said in our preview. They run past slant and slant go. Just doing that whole game. I didn't understand why. That's one of the reasons why we need to get a new defensive DB coach. And more depth as well. Either these kids are not getting coached correctly, or they're not doing what they're told to do, and they need to get the hell off the field. Because they're at the beginning they were playing way too off, which we do that. I don't know why, which is irritating. But then we started playing closer to the line of scrimmage. But number 11 wasn't pressing. He just would let the receiver get a free release and got eaten up every time. I understand. Some people say, well, if he presses, then they can go over top, but I don't really understand that. Even with those big balls, we actually defend those a lot better than that's easy, quick inside slants.
Well, I would rather have our defender have somewhat of a chance than getting completely beat and having no chance.
Yeah, like they literally would just do slants. They did slants the whole game almost.
Like, we're watching actually this Tennessee and Indianapolis game finish up, and this play actually just happened to validate that. Like, this guy was not quite on top of him, but he was in enough position, and at the end, he knocked the ball away enough to make him get an completion. So, yeah, I'd rather have our guys be in the vicinity to possibly knock it away than completely getting beat and not having no chance.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's either a player problem or a coach problem. Regardless, that shouldn't have happened. And just poor tackling, especially in the first quarter. We just couldn't tackle him at all. That hopefully Robert Burns is okay, but he absolutely got trucked into the end zone. Yeah, man. The complete worst case scenario for Oklahoma happened in that first quarter. Just the first touchdown, which wasn't a fumble, which was a good call, but that second touchdown, that wasn't a catch in my eyes, but whatever. I don't know what a catch is anymore.
Right.
So weird. Football's so weird to me nowadays. But anyway, 2 touchdowns. You shouldn't have let them get to that place in the first place. Alabama pretty much did whatever they wanted on offense, and that wouldn't have mattered anyway if they wouldn't have got that. They just kick a field goal and still smacked on us. Yeah, you can't on offense. Hollywood Brown, of course, wasn't healthy in my eyes, but he still needed to step up a little bit more. I think they kept him in too long. I think they should have given Rambo more of a chance. CeeDee Lamb really was the only receiver doing anything, and really he was cooking a freshman corner. So I mean, best corner in the country, but still a freshman. So that's the only bright spot. He had a really good game, and Kyler Murray definitely had a really 3 quarters, but that first quarter he was not very good.
Yep.
I think they should have ran the ball a little bit more, even though necessary wasn't working. Keep them at least honest. I don't understand why they don't put Kennedy Brooks more in a game, and he should be our starter, but he's not. Trey Sermon is. He still doesn't look healthy. Offensive line was getting bullied, especially by Quinn Williams, which I thought if that happened, we weren't going to win the game, and that happened, and we didn't win the game.
Right.
Got to give, like I said previous, got to give these kids, man. They didn't give up. They didn't get smacked.
Made it honest.
But yeah, better team, better coach. Honestly, Lincoln Riley may be a really great coach in the future, but right now he's not on Nick Saban's level. Yeah, they definitely got some things to work on Oklahoma, and Alabama's gonna really be hard to beat in the playoff game.
Yeah.
Clemson got their hands full.
Yeah. Yeah, my pick was a little biased for the OU pick, but I figured our offense would get going early.
Right quick, right.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Ryan. One of our comments for previously is that we were being a little biased, which I mean that's true. We're fans, so I mean.
And I said it in the preview.
You try to be biased. You try to be as not homebrew as you possibly can.
Yeah, normally I never usually be biased, but when I do, I tell you. I will tell you on camera.
Yeah.
When I am being a little biased.
We try to be as objective as we possibly can.
That's what this is about. This ain't about being favoritism to anybody.
Yeah, but we're fans, so we're always we're gonna root for our teams, and
there's gonna be times that you're going to root for your team, so you're just gonna go with them, and that's the way I felt, man. I felt that they were going to score early, keep up with Alabama as far as the scoring goes, but I knew our defense was going to struggle, but not as bad as they were just letting them do everything. I didn't think.
And I thought Tua wasn't going to be as healthy as he was.
Yeah,
I thought Hollywood Brown was going to be a lot healthier. It's kind of switch. Yeah. Hollywood Brown wasn't healthy at all, and Tua was super healthy for the most part. Go ahead, Ryan.
He brings up a great point about Tua because that was one of the things I said is I didn't think he was going to play as well because he wasn't 100. But he brought up a great point at the end of everything, and Tua was laying on the ground, kind of relaxing, and he made a comment saying that his legs started hurting. Adam made a great point. All that adrenaline, was keeping him going, and you got to think about that. You're in a big important game. He was probably not even thinking not one bit about that ankle.
Yeah.
So that adrenaline pumping, and you're in the middle of a super important game.
And it doesn't help that Oklahoma couldn't get absolutely any pressure on them.
Yeah, well, we weren't. I wouldn't say any pressure.
But for the most part, if we got pressure, we had to blitz.
We were getting in his face, but he was staying poised and not getting rattled, and still looking his receiver down and getting that ball to his receiver. He did, even though his ankle wasn't 100. He even said it in a interview. He's not. The lady asked him, "Well, how do you feel? How's it feel?" And he says, "Nah, it's okay." So. It definitely wasn't 100, but I think that just adrenaline of the game, him wanting to prove something because he didn't win the Heisman, and all this other things you got to think about. His parents were there. There's all these things combined, and I think he just used all that and focused on his game and balled out. And I wasn't expecting that. Maybe that's because I haven't watched enough Bama games or what it was. But yeah, man, he just took all that energy or whatever he had, man, and put it towards the game and balled out and made us look silly. I was not expecting that. And yeah, Kyler Murray, on the other hand, he struggled early. I wasn't expecting that either. Like I was telling him yesterday, I don't think he was freaking out or panicking, but I think he was trying to make too many big plays in one moment, and he was hanging on the ball a couple times, got sacked, and yeah, like I said, I just don't think he was panicking. I think he was trying to make big plays when he should have just calmed down and tried to make whatever play he could. And yeah, he was not looking great in the first half at all. Second half, he bounced back, looked amazing. Honestly, our whole team, outside of defense, of course, was looking amazing on the second half. So it was just at that point, it was a little too little, too late. Yeah. Like I said, Bama done already got their big lead on us, and it was just too late. Our defense wasn't stopping nobody. But yeah, I want to comment on our defense. We were chasing, not going after. That's what we were doing in that game. Yeah. We were chasing, not pursuing. That's the word I was looking for. Pursuing, and that bothered me so much.
We had to be aggressive,
and we weren't.
We weren't.
We were being super too complacent. We were being too complacent
and too passive. Like worried about giving up the big play. Like you guys are gonna give up the big play anyway. You're not good enough. You're not as good as Alabama is on offense. So make a chance, take a chance, give up a touchdown. Well, you're probably gonna give up one anyway. So maybe you can get that pick and do something more. But. Yeah.
One super in particular play, I hate to pick on players, but I have to. It bothered me so much. Our boy Murray, he's a linebacker, number 9, right? Number 9. There was a running back's little screen. He was coming out, and he just hesitated, and he kind of just watched him get to his spot. And by the time he threw it to him, that's when he started running after him. And by that time, the running back was done past him, and he gained a huge gain. And when he shouldn't have, when he should have already pursued him, by the time he got the ball, he could at least hit it, knocked it away, possibly maybe even intercepted it. But he like we were saying, he just stayed too complacent and was worried about other things instead of just going after his man and making that play. And I seen that and just drove me nuts. And they did, like I said, and that was the point where I started noticing our whole defense was doing that, and that's why they just let them. To me, that's one of the reasons why they did get to do whatever they want, because we were being too complacent. We weren't pressing enough. We weren't in the grill, and that's what we needed to do, and we didn't do it. And that's what Bama did with us. That's why there was a lot of missed passes, a lot of knockdowns. They were in their grill and not letting them get anything. And their defense was on top of us. That's what we should have done, and we weren't anything like that. And that was one big reason why I think we just got stomped on and let them do what they wanted to do. But one more thing before I get out that bothered me as well was our trash talking and unnecessary penalties for running our mouths or pushing people or getting into conflicts we shouldn't even be getting in, for one, because we're getting our butts handed to right now. And two, that crap doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. Go to the sidelines, do your job, and that's it. Just do your job, get back on that sidelines. And we're just running our mouths. Yeah. There was, even our defense will make certain good plays, and we're down the game, they're all cheering. We're just like, what are you guys doing? What are you cheering about? We're not winning this game. So that's definitely one thing that bothered me. I think our players' characters were just not us. It didn't feel like us. The whole entire season, we weren't like that. We weren't.
We have been, actually. We've been
not to that degree though. Yeah. Not to that degree.
Especially on defense, they would any big play they would make, they would act like they just won the Super Bowl. Like, what you guys doing? It's still not very good.
But yeah, especially like special teams. It just our whole team was doing it, and it was annoying. That's one thing that drove me nuts as well. But yeah, overall, though, man, great win for Alabama. Tagovailoa, man, what can you say? I mean, especially after this game, you might want to switch to the Heisman. If you could, I would definitely do that, but you can't. So, definitely before this game, yeah, absolutely, Kyler Murray should deserve it. But after this game, I don't know about that, man. Tagovailoa completely just shocked me. I just did not think he was going to play that well with his injury, and it just acted like he didn't even have an injury. So, salute to him. Like he said, salute to the Alabama's running back Jacobs from. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Salute to him, man. He had a rough past, and we heard about it, the little story during the game. So, salute to him, man, for flipping his life around and making it positive, and he's doing stuff with his life now. So, salute to him. Salute to Bama for kicking our butt and making us look silly. But yeah, man, I'm bummed out, but like I said, I'm kind of in the same boat with him. I'm not too mad because we fought back at the end. If we sit down and lay down, that would piss me off.
Yeah.
But good win for Bama, and we got things to figure out next year for OU.
Of course. Quick on for the most part, talking crap, pushing people around, I don't like. But that one hit that Quinn Williams had on Kyler Murray.
That was dirty.
Ripped his helmet off pretty much.
Should have got ejected for that.
Should at least got flagged. And it was either Samia or Ben Powers, I can't remember, or one of the linemen pushed Quinn Williams on the ground and pushed his helmet and stuff.
After that happened.
Yeah, which they need to do that. You can't let people do that to your quarterback.
Yeah, I don't blame him for all the retaliation.
And if you would have got flagged, I wouldn't have been mad about that. But some of these other things, I just don't understand what the hell we're doing. But that's pretty much all I got to say. Great win by Alabama. Yeah, man, roll tide for them.
Yep.
Definitely looking forward to this championship game, though.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Please comment, like, subscribe. Of course, love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions, and we'll see you on the next one.